We're wrestling here. I get a really good guy. He's exploding into me. He's pushing into me hard. I'm trying to come back into him. He's driving. I cannot get his weight off of me. But since he's giving me so much pressure, I'm actually just going to sit. I'm going to sit my leg out right to here. And now, as I'm in that sit-back situation here, I got my knee right underneath me. I'm in good position. He's pushing and driving. I'm trying to come into him. Boom, I just get my knee underneath me right to here. And now, I start scooting my hips. And I can just sit right here. Now, from here, I really don't know what I want to do. It kind of depends on the pressure that he gives me. I can either, if he lets up and he doesn't give me much pressure, all I'm going to do is continue to keep sitting right to here and go into my sit-back. Or, if he continues to keep driving and pushing into me, I'm just going to let him push me all the way up to my feet right here. In a stand-up situation. And it happens a lot, especially in college. You get a guy on top, he's exploding into you hard, he's pushing and driving into you hard. You got two guys coming at it hard. I'm going one way, he's going one way. You kind of meet in the middle, and then just explode up to your feet. When two powers collide, boom, they explode up. And that's what you're doing. I'm here. He's driving. I'm pushing. I'm just trying to get my hips underneath me here. And now, if he lets up, again, I'm coming right to here. All the way down that opposite side. Or, if he keeps driving into me, I just keep scooting, coming right up to my feet. Same situation applies here. As I come up to my feet, I'm in a stagger stance. As I come up to my feet, and I've got hand control. It's very important, before you come to your feet, in a stand-up situation here, before I come all the way up to my feet, I want to have hand control when I get up to my feet. I want to get the hand control down here on the mat. So when I get up to my feet, I don't have to spend any time trying to break hands or break grips. He's pushing into me. I'm right here. I got my 2-on-1. He's pushing. I'm pushing back. Automatically, since this leg was bent underneath me anyway, I'm coming up in my stagger stance, my 2-on-1. Hand goes into my back pocket. Right here to here. If I was wearing blue jeans, I just slide it my wallet right in my back pocket right to there. And again, I'm turning away from the hand. Cut my arm through. Lower my elevation. Boom. Right here. Ready to attack. One more time. Pushing. Head up. Head up is key right to here. Keep pushing. Boom. Coming right on up to my feet. Already in my stagger stance. Don't want to be in a square stance here. And I always like to have my lead leg be the hand that I'm controlling. If I come up to my feet and I'm like this, all I got to simply do is take a step back, push back into him, or if he's pushing to me, I just take a step forward. But when I cut away, I want my lead leg to be the same side that I have the hand control on. I have my 2-on-1. Back pocket, lower my elevation, boom. Right into my stance, ready to come across and attack. Okay? Like I said, I never do a whole lot of stand-ups. But if I ever did do a stand-up, this is how I get into the stand-ups from the sit-back situation right here. This is how I'd always end up in it. Just kind of evolve into a stand-up off of the sit-back if the guy's giving you a lot of pressure. But the key to it is having and keeping your head and chin up. Sit-back situation. I'm here. I sit all the way back into him. I get set back. Now, guy's driving into me really hard, or he's trying to cradle. Okay? I cannot put my head down. Can't get my head down. I give up the cradle. He's driving into me really hard. I'm all bent over right here. Not where I want to be. Usually this happens from the lack of having your head and chin up. Same thing as what we just worked on. If I'm here in my sit-back situation, and he's really driving into me hard, instead of me just kind of keep scooting my hips out and going out of bounds here, now I'm doing a good job because I'm not letting him bend me over here. I'm not letting him get my head and my knee. But instead of letting him push me out of bounds and me just crawling out of bounds, basically, same principles apply to what we were just doing. I'm in here. He's driving into me hard. I'm just going to bring my foot right underneath me. I'm going to slide my heel right into me. As he slides my heel into me, coming right up to my feet. Okay? 2-on-1, back pocket, and I'm cutting away. Exploding. Push, head up, all the way to the other side. He starts driving, start walking. I'm just going to bring my foot right underneath me here. Hand control, 2-on-1, push him back up into him. When you come up, you're pushing back into him. Stagger stance. The whole purpose behind having a stagger stance is now I'm pivotal here. I can move. I can keep my balance. If he's driving into me, I've got a foot right there to post on. If he goes to pull me back, I've got a foot right back here to post on. If he goes to go around one side or the other, I can move. I can move side to side here. Right to there. I'm very versatile here. I can pivot any which way, versus if I'm in a square stance, now I can't move my feet so well. If he goes to pull me back, I don't have nothing back here to land on or post on but my butt. Okay? If he goes around to the side, it's going to be real easy for him to block my leg there. Or lock up, pick me up, and put me down. Stagger stance when you're up on your feet. Coming up into your stagger stance right away, right off of the whistle. That's basically how I like to do what's called a sit back.